Right, so this morning I'm going to show you the walk that I've been doing every day to the local park. I normally do the walk in two parts. I don't take my bag for the first part. I leave my bag here, I go for a walk, come back, then I go and do a second walk to the local market. But the sun's just coming up, it's just gone 6 AM. You can see the orange fireball about to come up. And I'm going to walk over there, across the bridge to the local park, and then I'll go to the local market, which is about a mile that way. The park's about almost a mile that way. It's a nice start to, well, it's a brilliant start to the day. Couldn't start the day much better. Yeah, let's get it done. So this is the start of my walk. My hotel room just there. Sometimes I go a little bit earlier before the sun's fully up, but then left it a little bit later. Beautiful bird life. To be here after being in the city for 3 months before I came here, it's been such a nice change. And a swimming pool. I normally have a dip in here after I come back from my morning exercise. I'm not a big swimmer, but in these downstairs rooms, I mean, you're straight into the pool. So there's not too many people up in this area. I see this young boy going to school almost every morning. He's waiting for his friend. But yeah, it's quiet on this street. But once you get down to the market, it's absolutely thriving. Everyone's up and about, getting their food for the day, getting their supplies for their restaurants. My lady here, that was the first place I stayed, which is nice, but the rooms are small. It's not too comfortable. Beware of the dogs if you go up that street. There's actually a sign here that warns you about going up that street because of the dogs. Look. It says don't walk this way, that way. Walk this way to town. Go straight down there. When it says town, it means the kind of foreigner street where all the foreigner bars are. Because actual town centre is down here. Morning. This is a nice traditional house with a great view. Good morning. You okay? See that guy from when that sensor's going to go. What was it? Oh, it's run out of battery. Normally that sensor goes off. I don't know what it senses, apart from people. I don't know if there's a camera attached, but here you can see the river over here. This lady's always here in the morning. Look at that. Good morning. Beautiful. Yeah, there's a few. There's Tara, Raft House, Vienne, and Riverquay cottages. And this one is called Riverbank, I think. So the cab. Little noodle restaurant there. Chinese shrine. That's the boy from outside my place. He's got 2 passengers today. Proper taxi service. Good morning. I like the style of this house. Got their Christmas decorations up. Merry Christmas. And all these houses look out onto the river on the other side. And you can rent these for like less than £100 a month, but once your aircon bill's in, it's probably just over £100. Got a room, bathroom, little space outside. Local shop. Good morning. And then you come through this arch. We've got a pagoda here. Big school here. Gets very busy in about an hour from now. This lady's here every morning doing barbecue. The school kids like this with sticky rice. Good morning.
Hi.
See the cap. I haven't got puppies here. Hey, good morning, puppy. There's two puppies. They live in this little house. Mum's around. Oh, got my lace. So, next stage of the walk is across the school car park, which is this. This is the music room where they're practicing the music. That'll be full of kids. They practice there, and then they go and play the national anthem at the start of school this morning. Hi, good morning. Okay. Yeah, have a little laugh and a giggle with the kids when I come back. Oh, beautiful bird sound. Yeah, so that is a Chinese/Vietnamese temple. That's huge. I have filmed it, although I have to find the footage somewhere. But yeah, I walk next step. We go through straight here. There's a gap in the wall, and then you can walk through the temple, the main temple. They do a lot of funerals in there to the right. Almost every day there's families turning up for funeral rites. And they've got a crematorium, but then to the left there's just a big temple complex where you get a lot of worshippers coming. And this is another part. I don't know if they're two separate temples though. There's this temple complex which goes right down to the river, and then this is a more Buddhist traditional Thai complex. I don't know all the history. I love this thing. A dragon on a pole. That's quite impressive. And then there's graves here. A lot of Thais don't get past 60. This is the nuns' accommodation to the right, and the monks' accommodation to the left. Have these nice little wooden bungalows. That's a rooster. But I have to weave through here a bit because there's one of the dogs that's not too keen on me. One of the temple dogs. So I have to swing a left to get around the noisy dogs. They don't attack you, they're just very noisy. And I think these are the eating halls. I think the men eat in there and the ladies eat in the other one behind me. They're just renovating this part of the temple at the moment. And then there's a cut down here to avoid the dogs. We've got the main temple complex. It's quite a big educational area because there's the school we just came past on the other side there, and there's another huge school there, and then there's another school there. I don't know how many temples are there. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a real big complex. This is where you get your hair done for school. girls getting ready to go to school in the temple. And some monks just coming back. They've just been to collect their offerings. Another rooster. Lots of roosters in this temple. Yeah, it's a really pleasant temple there. And now we're going to cross the bridge to the fitness park. Yeah, there's quite a nice mural of the train on the wall over here. So I've been here now for 3.5 weeks almost. It's been a really nice change. Moon's still up there. That's 6:40 now. Now it gets a little bit awkward because I have to cross the road here, go down the slope and then climb the flight of stairs up to the footpath along the bridge. See, if I designed this bridge, the footpath would start here. But I didn't do civil engineering, so I can't design this bridge. But yeah, there's quite often a few fishermen down here in the morning. Oh, that's a rare scene. Normally very quiet here in the morning. Oh, we've got a jogger. Popping my ears. Yeah. So this is the riverside where the Skywalk is down there. They have a market here on a Saturday. And we've got to go up these stairs. Good job. So this guy, he collects all the trash. I think every night actually they have some food selling along here, and some drinks, and then everyone just throws their trash, and that guy collects it for recycling. He normally has about 6 to 8 bags, and then he has to carry them all the way to the other side of the bridge where they do the recycling. So I joke with him every morning about how strong he is, because those bags are so heavy. They're often full of like beer bottles. He got some giant bottles out of there the other day. Shivas doing his. Yeah, you can see there's a guy here. What's he doing? Oh, he's saying prayers and releasing fish into the river, I think. Sometimes you get guys with crossbows, homemade crossbows here, and they shoot the fish from the bridge. Told me they can get fish up to 10 kilos, and he let me fire the crossbow. Well, he wanted me to last week to show me what it was like, and my god, it's so powerful. It fires a silver harpoon about 6 inches long. Yeah, they're just putting fish into the river, which is a Buddhist tradition. So yeah, the sun comes up from this direction. Bangkok is basically straight back over that way. The main road goes that way and the train goes that way. They've got this nice range of mountains here. There's another range over there, and Burma or Myanmar is pretty much straight over there. But this river's amazing. I was thinking the other day, in England we have this thing where we like to jump off bridges, especially in the summer. I don't think they ever do that here. The water's deeper there. You could probably do it, but yeah, they're quite sensible. Yeah, so now we go down into the fitness park over here. This is something I do every day. There's a group of ladies that do like dancing to music. A lot of people jogging and walking. It's a 1.5 kilometers to go around the fitness park, so it's a fair old stretch. And then after I've been, I do one loop, and normally I'll go back to my hotel, get my bag and my money, and then I walk into town, the market, pretty much where the sun is now. If you go straight down from the sun, that's where the market is. Yeah, and there's two rivers. This is the big river, and there's a small river that follows the other range of mountains over there. They both lead up to big dams, these rivers, and big reservoirs. There's a big Buddha in the distance there. I think I looked and it was 10 kilometers to get to that Buddha from where I stay. I thought about doing a walk there, but it's probably a little bit far. Shows how lazy I am at the moment. These are all floating restaurants, so they'll when it's busy they'll drag these down the river. They'll have like parties, wedding parties and things on there, and they'll be cooking up food. They've all got kitchens on the back, and this is just like another recreational area where they probably hold festivals at certain times a year. Nice big open space. Yeah, so we come down off the bridge, and then this is the entrance, or one of the entrances to the park. Alright, he's done a marathon, 42.195. And then we've got some exercise equipment and pull-up bars here. A lot of people leave their stuff, their food and drinks on these tables, and maybe even phones, but I won't tell you where they hide their phones. Morning. Got our pull-up bar. This lady's stealing flowers off a tree. There's a nice cafe over there, but it's very high end. The one that's floating, that North Star. And then that's the Vietnamese Chinese temple there. And this is where they hold the Friday night market. And now I'll go this way. Now all the tyres go anti-clockwise, but I prefer to go clockwise because I think you get a better view. Hello. Good morning, ladies. Yeah. Tall lady's like Big Boss. She's really bossy. She keeps everyone in order. So yeah, they all go anti-clockwise, but literally you do get a better view if you go clockwise. So I go clockwise. This is them doing their dancing. It's the same group of ladies every day, and they look like they really enjoy it. Girl on the stage leads them. So I've got my favourite dancer, which is the one closest to us. Reason being, she's always got a smile on her face. She's got loads of energy, and she always looks like she's having a good time. Some of the others are a little bit serious. She does quite complex dance moves. And there's one guy, all the rest are girls. So, a stretch of water coming all the way up there. This is a nice play area for the kids, but they're normally here in the evening. They're not early, kids aren't early morning people. No, they're all at school basically. It's a school day. There's our dancers. Some of the music's quite funny actually. They have some western songs, some like really upbeat kind of sexy songs, and they're doing their little bum wiggles and stuff. It's quite funny. Yeah, and there's a stretch of water that goes all the way around. There's a huge lake over in the corner. But I walk this way not just to be difficult, because I'm going against the grain, because you literally do get a really nice view of the mountains going this way, and the lake. There's method in my madness, always. Yeah, I've only been here once in the evening when it's much busier. And I chatted to a group of school kids that are playing football with their teachers here. Like, yeah, it was quite a nice conversation. Everyone that lives here seems to really like it, so yeah, they've got 2 all-weather football pitches. That's a grass football pitch. We've got this little circuit with a padded track if you want to save your knees. That lady there is a really strong runner. It's funny because I see her in the market after she finishes here. She goes to the market. In fact, a lot of these people do the same as me. They finish here, they go to the market, they go and get coffee. So yeah, I see the familiar faces. And that's a core pitch. Morning, guys. That's the one they do like that, with a little mesh ball. Yeah, I've hardly run for months. I ran once really strong in my little town up in the mountains in Vietnam. I did one really strong run one day, and that's been about it. Done a few little runs in Hanoi, a few little runs in my little town, but really unpowerful. Yeah, this is a lovely little stretch. So if you're coming that way, you don't get as good a view of it as you do if you're going this way, which is why I go this way. It's really well maintained. You can see they just cut the grass here, so this canal leads out, or lagoon leads out into the main river. You can see the skywalk just there, and these are floating. Some of these I think some of these are floating houses people actually live on. Actually, some of them are guest houses. There's a guy who sits out with his coffee most mornings just there somewhere. Is he there this morning? Yeah, he's there, just across there. That's his morning coffee spot by the river. Beautiful little spot. And this over here is a school for the deaf. They're quite good in Thailand at taking care of people with disabilities. They have like special schools in most towns and cities for disabled people with varying disabilities. Yeah, they're really good actually at taking care of the disabled here. This, actually, what's that? Oh, maybe that's Takor actually, the one that as well. Maybe that was badminton. They have to get it over that high wire. I'll have to come at night one day. Yeah, you have one team on one side, one on the other. They've got to get it over that high wire, I'm pretty sure. You see everyone's walking anti-clockwise. Good morning. It's for the cab. No one stopped to challenge me yet and ask, why are you walking that way? If they ask me, I'm going to say I didn't want to tell you, but it's bad luck to go the way you're going. They're very superstitious, the Thais. So if I tell them it's bad luck, they might all start walking my way. So I managed to achieve the feat of gaining quite a lot of weight while I was in Thailand this time. By having a really not very good diet, being very lethargic and drinking too much beer. I banned myself from beer since I came here. I'm not allowed to drink, so it makes a huge difference. Makes a huge difference. If you're doing a little bit of exercise and you're not drinking and you're eating a healthy diet like I am at the moment, it makes a huge difference. So yeah, this is one of the local stadiums. In fact, Kanchanaburi has a football team, but they play at the main stadium, which is about 4 miles that way, on the other side of the river. They've got like a proper stadium. They were playing 2 weeks ago, I think, and quite a few of the expats I was talking to were going to the game, and when they got back they said they had a really good time. So but I've been put off because I went to see Chiang Mai football team once, and they were so bad that I said I am never going to another Thai football match. So see, if you're going that way, your view's kind of blocked by the trees, but weirdly if you go this way it opens up a lot more. And people of all kinds of fitness levels come here, unfit people like me. So there's a lot of people just walking, some jogging. And her absolutely smashing it. Yeah, she's super strong. But yeah, it's way busier in the evening. A lot of people, including Michael, who stays at my place, he prefers coming here in the evening, although he has started doing a few mornings as well. So those ladies are about 10 years older than me, and they're having no problem jogging around here. I'm a weird one. I've got to psychologically be really in the mood to do my running, and at the moment I'm not. And they've got some more floating barges here, although I never see people. Well, these are that's a restaurant barge, but there's a hotel style. Oh, that's more hotel style. I saw 2 people sat there a few days ago, but I've got a feeling that was just the owners. I don't know if they drag it down the river at certain times of year and people stay, but I never see them using these. But if say you had a wedding or something, you could rent out these barges and have your wedding on the river. Morning. Should be quite cool. And then yeah, there's a massive lake here. You get quite a few fishermen out on that lake. That's a stationary fishing spot. There's a guy there. He wasn't there yesterday, but every other day there's been a guy there. The reason being, you're shaded by that foliage there, so when it gets hot you can still be there. You can't sit out in the sun, it's just too bloody hot in the middle of the day. That's the first time I've seen a giant lizard in this stretch of water. You can see it just there. Got beautiful pink lilies at the moment, so it's beautiful around here. You get a really nice view out over this. It's not actually a lake, it's connected to the river, so it's part of the river. Morning. You've got the football pitch, a small stadium. Yeah, beautiful. Yeah, it's a nice view. Sometimes see a guy with a fishing boat out here. Not today. How beautiful that tree is. And then we go through here and we get this stunning view over the water. yeah, the river's just, it's running down there basically, and this stretch of water runs around, all the way around the edge of this park. Goes that way and that way and that way, and then it joins up with the river on the other side. Really beautiful. Oh, there's a big lizard just over there, which is only the second one I've seen in this stretch of water. A guy was telling me yesterday he'd seen them all the time, but I haven't. Beautiful. I've just been sat on that bench for a minute. I like to sit there and look at the fountain and the sunrise in the morning. It's so beautiful. My memory card's about to run out. Almost back at the bridge.